gentlemen, and welcome to the stadium.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Vendetta Stadium here in Batavia, New York. My name's Alex Braske, here to bring you another exciting Section 5 football matchup on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. Today's game features the Oakfield-Alabama Elba Aggies taking on the Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins right here at Vendetta Stadium. The Aggies come into this game with a record of 2-0, as do the Redskins, so it should make for a fantastic game here this afternoon. There is a quick note to point out with Canisteo-Greenwood, with the Journeyman Wrestling Tournament going on in Pennsylvania. A few Redskins will miss today's game, so that's something to watch out for. But first and foremost, we'd like to thank our sponsors for this afternoon's broadcast. Casella Waste, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster, or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste for the best rates and service around. Casella, always putting your waste to work. Call 585-308-0662 today for a quote. Also, Ficarella's Pizzeria. Get your fix at Fix. We have the only pizza pickup window in town, and we also deliver. Open today, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit Ficarella's at 21 Liberty Street in Batavia. Call 343-5545 to place your order, or order online at ficarellaspizzabatavia.com. And we pause for a moment for the national anthem.
For the playing of our national anthem.
All right, this broadcast also brought to you by Louis. Stop down to Louis after the games and enjoy our wide variety of chicken wings. That's Louis and Attica. From our garlic parmesan to beef on wick wings, we have it all. Open Monday and Tuesday, 5 to close. Wednesday through Saturday, noon to close. In Attica, New York, turning friends into family since 1983. Also, Mugs and More, M&M. Custom Screen Printing and Embroidery has been providing quality, full-service screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products for your company, team, or personal needs for over 20 years. For more information on the products they offer, please visit Mugs and More's online store at www.mugsandmore.com or call Rob at 585-591-8803. Also, T.F. Brown's Restaurant, 214 East Main Street in Batavia, is the same location that housed the Mancuso family's first venture into the food business in 1930 and has been the home of T.F. Brown's for over 25 years. Whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or a place to hold any type of party or get-together, T.F. Brown's is ready to meet your needs and budget. Also, Mancuso Real Estate, proudly serving Batavia and Genesee County since 1911. Mancuso Real Estate is a full-service commercial and residential real estate brokerage firm. Call 345-1000 to let Rick Mancuso and Mike Sisson help you succeed. George & Swede Sales and Service is a full-service equipment dealership located in Pavilion, New York. Established in 1983, George & Swede has been providing exceptional sales, rentals, parts, and service in the Western New York area for over 35 years. Call or visit George & Swede at 7155 Big Tree Road in Pavilion, 585-584-3425, or log on to www.georgeandswede.com. Whether you need excavators, wheel loaders, trailers, rollers, or skid steers, George & Sweet has the equipment you need, including Hyundai construction equipment. George & Sweet has been a dealer of Hyundai construction equipment since 1994, selling and servicing Hyundai machines longer than anyone in the state. BlueDumpster.com. Are you in need of next-day service with reasonable rates? Contact BlueDumpster.com. Their roll-off dumpster business is family-owned, and they stand behind their service. Visit Blue Dumpster on their Facebook page or website, www.bluedumpster.com, or call 585-768-7806. With next-day service, convenient credit card billing, and upfront pricing, Blue Dumpster believes you'll be more than satisfied with what they offer. Visit www.bluedumpster.com today. Also, Bubba's Landscape in Leroy. Contact Bubba's for all your residential and commercial lawn treatment needs. You will spend less time on lawn care and more time doing things you love. Call now for an estimate, 585-768-6578. Lathan Tree Service in Leroy since 1971. Lathan's mission has never changed, and that's to provide top-quality, value-based tree care for our customers. Find out why thousands of customers have entrusted Lathan Tree Service by calling 585-768-2278 or finding them on the web at www.lathantree.com. Also, Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer, selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, the world's fastest mower, and are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website at www.empiretractor.com or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds on Route 5 in Batavia. So we're all set to go here from Vendetta Stadium. Oakfield-Alabama Elba set to take the opening kickoff from the Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins. Both teams come in at 2-0, so it should be a good one that we have on tap for you here this afternoon as part of a Friday doubleheader here on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. Before we get started here, we'd like to thank the Batavia School District for setting us up here inside the press box at Vendetta Stadium. Once again, my name's Alex Brasky, excited to take you through another exciting edition of live high school sports on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. Canisteo set to kick it away, and we have a delay due to the ball falling off the tee. So an extended delay here as Piotr Otten tries to set it up, and now he calls for his teammate, Torin Pogue, to set it up for him. So not necessarily a roaring start to this one, but we're ready to go nonetheless. Otten set to kick it away. Oakfield-Alabama Elba set to return. Hand is up. Here we go. From Vendetta Stadium, a ground ball is fielded by Ty Corno, and he just simply falls on it.
It's going to be 1st and 10 Aggies.
So 1st and 10 coming up for Oakfield-Alabama Elba here
on their own
to begin
33.
the game. And we'd also like to remind you that we will be honoring today's player of the game at games, well, near game's end anyway. Brought to you by Casella Waste. Each player of the game this season will be presented a $25 gift card to TF Browns in Batavia. So here we go. The first play of the drive coming up for the Aggies. And one name you'll hear plenty from out of the OAE backfield is Ty Mott. Already 10 touchdowns through 2 games this season. The handoff goes to Mott. He takes it right up the middle, and that's going to be an early first down for the Aggies.
First down gain. Tackle by number 11, Hunter McCaffrey.
So Hunter McCaffrey in there on the tackle for the Redskins. But OAE off and running early in this one. And we'd like to remind you that this game brought to you by Casella Waste. You see at the bottom of your screen the Casella Waste scoreboard, keeping you in tune with what's going on here this afternoon. Handoff off the near side. And brought down is Gage Armbruster after a decent gain.
Gage Armbruster for another carry for the Aggies.
And the chains are moving once again. Another first down for the Aggies.
At this time. Ball now
it's not just Mott who can do it for this Aggies team, as they have a number of talented athletes that can carry the ball. And you'll see all of them on display here this afternoon. So first down once again for Oakfield-Alabama Elba. Mott in the backfield. Man in motion is Armbruster as the handoff goes to Mott. He works his way past the 35 to the 34.
11-yard run.
And another Oakfield-Alabama Elba first down. The Chains are getting some work here early in this one.
34-yard line.
Oakfield-Alabama Elba, two-time defending 8-man football champions, made the move to 11-man football this season. And what a great decision that seems to have been, as their Class D sectional title contenders right off the get. Mott off the edge, inside the 30, inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, dragging a man with him. And he's wrestled down at about the 4-yard line and out of bounds. Ty Mott sets up the Aggies on the doorstep. And Canisteo-Greenwood trying to find some answers defensively in the early going.
First and goal, Aggies from there.
First and goal coming up, excuse me, he stepped out at about the 9-yard line.
Into the game.
So first and goal from the 9. Corno in the backfield along with Mott. Man in motion is Armbruster. Handoff goes to Mott. He's met in the backfield, but he's able to stiff arm his way free. Going for the pylon. Is he in? He's in! Touchdown, Aggies! Ty Mott with the stiff arm after he was met in the backfield, able to find the pylon for 6. OAE rolling early. Aggies lead 6-0, 10-10 to go here in this first quarter. What a start for OAE. First downs came pretty easily on that drive, and they cap it off with the touchdown from Mott. Extra point up and through.
Max DeMar is good.
Max DeMar with the extra point. It's now 7-0 Aggies. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors for today's broadcast, beginning with Ficarella's Pizza, Louis in Attica, Mugs and More, screen printing and embroidery, TF Browns in Batavia, Mancuso Real Estate, Georgian Swede Sales and Service, BlueDumpster.com, Bubba's Landscape in Leroy, Lathan Tree Service in Leroy, Empire Tractor in Batavia. And once again, we will be awarding the Casella Waste Player of the Game at game's end. And a few scores from last night in high school football. Avon, 37-6 winners in Class D over Notre Dame. Livonia, 32-6 over Dansville. Bath Haverling, 30-0 over Wayland Cohocton. Leroy, 55-0 over Wellsville. Attica, 20-14 in overtime over Letchworth Warsaw. And Medina in Section 6, their opener, 50-0 winners over Newfane. Be sure to tune in to Inside High School Sports every Thursday on the Batavia Daily News Facebook page at 7 p.m. This week, we featured the Oakfield-Alabama Elba football team. Our live stream schedule continues later on tonight with Batavia hosting the Burgard Bulldogs of Section 6. So here we go. The kickoff coming from the Aggies, but once again, the ball falls off the tee. So the wind is whipping today. Thankful to be inside the press box here. Thankful to the Batavia Athletic Administration, as well as the Oakfield-Alabama Administration and Elba Administration, all chipping in to get 3 separate media outlets here set up inside the press box. Canisteo-Greenwood with a solid return here. Hunter McCaffrey on the run across midfield. Redskins set up here to begin their first drive.
To the Aggies' 48-yard line.
What a start for the Redskins. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. McCaffrey breaks through down the sideline. And the Redskins are set up here inside Aggies territory.
It's going to be first and 10, first possession for the Redskins in Aggie territory here. Officially, we're going the 48-yard line.
So here we go. The 10-minute mark in the first quarter. Canisteo-Greenwood, begins their first drive. Handoff here. And Weeks.
Chase
Weeks,
a
senior, takes it near the
run.
sideline, and that's near a first down.
James is going to come up just a hair short.
Just a bit short. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Excuse me.
We got a first down here. That hair was enough. First down and 10, Redskins.
So first down, they did move the chains. 1st and 10 now for Canisteo-Greenwood. Man in motion is Andrew Morling. As Rocky Santiago tried to take a high snap, but a false start first
We'll have to take 5
on the
paces
Redskins.
backwards.
So that's going to bring up a 1st and 15 after a nice gain
First
on the
bounty of
first
the
play
day
from
here.
scrimmage. They are set
Great game
back
so far. Under 10 left. First quarter,
to
7-0.
a 1st and 15.
Aggies.
And the clock will wind here. Waiting for it to wind. Yes, it will wind. All right, so 7-0 lead, for OAE. 1st and 15 coming up for the Redskins. A big return from Hunter McCaffrey, set this quality field position up for the Redskins. Santiago on the option, flips it to Weeks, nearing the original line of scrimmage before he's brought down.
Rocky Santiago with
Looked
the
like
option.
Zach Howard in there on the tackle.
Weeks gets that ball right
gonna
back
bring
to the
up,
original line of
2nd
scrimmage.
and
It's going to be
10.
2nd and 10, Redskins on the Aggies 37-yard line.
Santiago back to pass, tried to go over the middle, but
Rocky
wide of his
Santiago's
target,
pass
McCaffrey, and
incomplete.
it falls
Intended for
incomplete
junior
with
Hunter
8:16
OAE
to go here.
defenseman holding strong on
It's going
that
to be
one.
3rd and 10
Brings up
now.
the first third
After
down of the
Holden
game.
Strong
3rd
was
and
on
10,
the coverage there for the
Redskins.
Aggies. No, excuse me, that's not a name. He said Holding Strong. Trying to copy the PA announcer here. No spotter up here in the booth, but we're doing our best to tell you what's going on down on the field. A long way up here. Brought my trusty binoculars with me. Santiago on the option once again with Weeks on his hip. But a nice play made by Jaden Hughes in there to deny the Redskins. And that's going to bring up 4th and long. We'll call it a 4th and 14 now
Brings up a 4th
for the
and
Redskins.
14 for the Redskins. 4th and 14. Ball on the Aggies 40.
.735 remaining here. 4th and 14. The Redskins will go for it. Santiago rolling out, looking for his man on the run. He has him. McCaffrey makes the catch. And he's across the first down marker. New set of downs coming up for the Redskins. What a play from Santiago to McCaffrey along the sideline.
First down Redskins on a 4th and 10 play.
Wow, great ability shown by Santiago on the run. McCaffrey, a catch in traffic, escapes the tackle. And it's now a 1st and 10. Redskins nearing the red zone. Santiago under center, takes the snap, turns around, hands it to Weeks, up the middle, good burst, breaks tackles, a stiff arm here, and he fumbles. Aggies going the other way. Inside the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, and Bodie Hyde is brought down at about the 3-yard line.
But fumbles into the hands of Bodie Hyde, and Bodie Hyde rumbles all the way down to the 1-yard line.
What a play for the Aggies. They turn the Redskins over, take it all the way to about the 3-yard line. Bodie Hyde,
Crew getting a little exercise today.
the freshman, with a big play for the Aggies here. 7:05 to go in the first. OAE on the door once again.
Aggies
Doorstep, excuse
on the
me.
1 yard line.
What a turn of events we have here after the fantastic play from Santiago. The Aggies take it the other way. Now Bodie Hyde under center. Takes it himself, pushing for the goal line. Is he in? He's in!
Sneaker by Bodie Hyde. He finished it off. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Aggies! 13-zip, OAE in the lead. After the turnover, set up the short touchdown run for Bodie Hyde.
For a 1 yard quarterback sneak. Max DeMar on the field ready for the extra point.
DeMar on for the extra point, looking to make it a 14-0 game. Up and through, DeMar's perfect thus far.
Is good. Junior Max DeMar puts it through the uprights. 14-0.
And once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Casella Waste, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Also, Ficarella's Pizzeria, the only pizza pickup window in town, and we also deliver Louis and Attica from our garlic parmesan wings to our beef on wick wings. We have it all.
The coffee truck
mugs
is
and
out
more.
in the parking lot for any of your dietary
M&M
needs.
Custom Screen Printing and Embroidery has been providing quality, full-service screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products for your company, team, or personal needs for over 20 years. Also, T.F. Brown's Restaurant in Batavia, 214 East Main Street. Mancuso Real Estate. George and Swede Sales and Service, a full-service equipment dealership located in Pavilion, New York. BlueDumpster.com. Visit their website or Facebook page for more information. Bubba's Landscape in Leroy. Call now for an estimate, 585-768-6578. Lathan Tree Service in Leroy. Find them on the web, www.lathantree.com. Empire Tractor in Batavia, your local New Holland dealer.
McCaffrey had a great return on the last one.
So what a turn of events here. It looked like the Redskins were going to punch it in for their first score of the game after the big play from Santiago, but Hyde takes it away, goes the other way, and scores it himself, and it's now a 2-possession lead for the Aggies.
Max DeMar ready to kick off for the Aggies once again.
Here we go. The kick is away from DeMar, heading near the sideline, but it takes a bounce back in. Fielded by Trevor Mokel, nearing the 40. Puts his shoulder down, gets up to the 40.
With a good return.
And that's going to set up the Redskins with great field position once again.
Position for the Redskins here.
6:57 to go in the first.
Will be starting on their own
2-possession lead for the Aggies. Once again, we'd like to remind you, we will be awarding the Casella Waste Player of the Game at game's end. Right there in that box, you'll see someone's photo on social media later, the top performer from today's action. Score updates from around the league last night. Several games took place. We also have one more for you coming up after this one at 6:30. Batavia hosts Burgard of Section 6. And you see up there now the Casella Waste scoreboard. 6:57 to go here in the first. Redskins, their first play of the drive. Doesn't go for much.
Santiago to number 32, Jonathan Cox.
Jonathan Cox takes it about 4 yards. That's going to bring up about a 2nd and 6.
Brings it up to their own 44-yard line. 2nd and 6, Redskins.
So it's been a red-hot start for OAE. Couldn't have asked for much more. A score on their first possession made it look easy, and then a turnover on the Redskins' first possession, and a big return on that turnover, and Hyde able to punch it through, so 6.5 minutes to go. Redskins looking to answer. Santiago hands it off. Cole Ferris on the run, nearing midfield. That's going to be a first down for the Redskins.
Number 7, Cole Ferris, with a first down.
So this Redskins offense, after a slow start, has looked impressive on their last few plays. If it's any sign, this could be a shootout that we have here this afternoon, because we know this Aggies team can score, and this Redskins team has shown great ability on the last, like I said, few plays here on the throw from Santiago, and now A great burst there from Ferris. It's a big and strong CG team. As I said before, missing a few players due to the Journeyman Wrestling Tournament in Pennsylvania. Santiago fakes the handoff, going deep down the sideline. Jump ball. McCaffrey makes the catch.
Rocky going deep. It connects again to Hunter
Another
McCaffrey.
big play through the air. Santiago to McCaffrey. And the Redskins are set up on the Aggies' 25-yard line. On the move once again.
First and 10 Redskins, fast start here.
Redskins looking to go quickly here. The hurry-up offense. Santiago dropping back, looking to go in the air once again, but he's dropped.
Santiago sacked this time.
Caden Kuzmano in there on the sack.
Kuzmano,
the junior defensive end for the Aggies.
All-star on the
A big play sets Canisteo back to about a 2nd and 20. But we'll call it 2nd and 18.
Loss on the play here is going to bring up a long 2nd down for the Redskins.
Handoff. Met in the backfield. There he is. Timeout. He can do it on both sides of the ball. A big hit in the backfield. Another loss for the Redskins. It's now a 3rd and 22. So a big play through the air, and now 2 straight setbacks. And CG in dire straits here. Here we go, 3rd and long. Santiago takes the snap, dropping back, flips it over to Ferris. He's got blockers in front of him inside the 30 to the 25 to the 20. Trying to fight his way to the 15, but he's dropped at the 17. So a nice play there from the Redskins. That sets them up with a 4th and manageable. It's going to be a 4th and 2. A wonderful play call there from the CG coaching staff. Caught the Aggies off guard on the little flare to the opposite side. And now the Redskins will go for it on 4th and short. Santiago under center, barking out instructions and getting a few from the sideline. And a timeout is called.
Redskins, first time out of the game,
their first time out here as they talk things over. A huge 4th and 2. We'll call it 4th and 3 coming up.
3:30 left in the first quarter here at Batavia Stadium. 14-0 Aggies. 4th and 3.5 coming up for the Redskins
here
after this timeout
at Vendetta Stadium. All right, and we're back here at Vendetta Stadium. A 14-0 lead for the Aggies over the Canisteo-Greenwood Redskins. A big 4th down coming up. 4th and 3 for CG.
After the timeout, here we go.
After the big game through the air from Santiago to Cole Ferris. So here we go. What are we going to have from the Redskins here? Santiago in the huddle. And now the Redskins will come to the line. Santiago out of the shotgun. Man in motion is Moreling. Santiago rolls out. Flips it to Moreling off his fingertips and incomplete.
Santiago's pass.
The Aggies are going to take over on downs with 3:19 to play in this first quarter. A huge missed opportunity for the Redskins just out of the reach of Moreling.
3:20 left in the first
Another
quarter.
solid play call for the Redskins, but just a short bit away from perfect execution. Just off the fingertips. Boy, that was close. Here we go. Handoff up the middle. Doesn't go for much. And nice stand by the Redskins defense. It's Jacob Mullen, a senior, in there on the stop.
Gain. We'll see if the sticks move. Sticks moving backwards. Loss on the play. 2-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 12. Aggies football.
Excuse me, a 2nd and 12 coming up for OAE. Flip to Mott, looking for the edge. A nice block there, springs him, and Mott's into the secondary. Across the 40, across the 45. What a block. Delivered there.
For a huge gain.
I believe it was Peyton Yassis on the block, which sprung Mott free for the huge gain up near midfield.
Ball officially spotted on the Aggie 45-yard line.
This OAE team is impressive. They got athletes up front. They got athletes in the backfield. They got athletes under center. They got athletes on the outside. Great athleticism, shown by Yassis to get out there for the lead block on that run. Mott turns around, Hyde turns around, hands it to Mott. Able to navigate his way through traffic, still eluding tacklers, makes his way past the first down marker. What a run for Ty Mott.
Second run, good enough for a first down.
This kid is impressive, folks.
Aggies.
Looked like he was under tackle about 2 or 3 times there, but able to break free
spotted on
for the first down.
45-yard line.
Once again, we'd like to remind you this game brought to you by our scoreboard sponsor, Casella Waste, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster, or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste for the best rates and service around. Casella, always putting your waste to work. Call 585-308-0662 today for a quote. Handoff goes to Mott. A huge hole, and Mott's into the secondary. Excuse me, that's Armbruster trying to find his way to the pylon. And Armbruster brought down at the 1-yard line. So my apologies there. Thought it was Mott. It was indeed Armbruster on the huge gain. A massive hole created by this Aggies offensive line. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line coming up for OAE. What a gain from Armbruster. Hyde barreling his way forward, and he's in. Hyde, his 2nd touchdown of the game. It's now 20-0 OAE, and the route is on in the first quarter.
Touchdown of the afternoon. Max DeMar is on the field, ready for the point after.
DeMar on for the point after. Just under a minute to go here in the first. He's been perfect thus far, but a bad snap. Howard looking to escape now, but he's brought under tackle. A nice stop there by Hunter McCaffrey, and the extra point fails. So it stays at 20-0. OAE out in front.
20-0 Aggies. Trevor Mokel and Hunter McCaffrey back deep for the Redskins, ready to receive the kickoff. Aggies ready to disperse to kick the ball off. Kicking off.
All right, so here we go. Back to action.
Junior.
Just inside a minute to go in the first. Aggies going to kick it off. Boy, are they rolling here. It all changed on 2 turnovers by the Redskins, one on a fumble, one on downs, as it looked like they were making their way toward pay dirt. But Aggies able to stop them short of the end zone both times. Kickoff fielded by Jonathan Cox, and he wrestles it down
near their own end zone. It's going to be a Redskins ball
will
on
begin
their
their
own
drive, likely
29-yard
play,
line with under a minute left in the first
until
quarter.
the halftime break, or excuse me, the first quarter break.
Squib kick by the Aggies.
And we'd like to show you Mark Gutman down there in the red, Batavia Daily News staff photographer, collecting a few images from the action here this afternoon. Be sure to check out tomorrow's print edition of the Batavia Daily News, as well as the dailynewsonline.com for complete coverage of Section 5 sports. 53 seconds remaining. The handoff goes to Ferris, and he breaks free for a decent gain.
Number 7, Cole Ferris, with a healthy gain on first down for the Redskins. Looks like almost a 6-yard gain.
So we dealt with a little bad weather last night across the region, forcing several buildings and grounds crews to kick it into overdrive to clear the way for contests to take place. I know at Avon, Coach Andy Englert was effusive in his praise of the Avon buildings and grounds crew, able to clear the way in short notice for the Braves' blowout win over Notre Dame last night. So that's going to do it for the first quarter. We head to the second, 20-0, OAE in the lead, but once again, the Redskins are on the move.
Correction there, tackle by senior Peyton Yasis. And that's the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. After one, it's 20-0 Aggies. We're going to switch fields, and the Redskins will continue their drive.
Once again, we'd like to remind you that we will be awarding the Casella Waste Player of the Game at or near game's end. Looks like Bodie Hyde, the leader in the clubhouse after the first quarter. It's the Casella Waste Player of the Game. And then a score update from last night's Section 5 and Section 6 football action. Avon, 30-7-6 winners over Notre Dame. That was a blowout from the start. Running clock in the second half. First time I think I've ever seen that at the high school level. Livonia, 32-6 winners over Dansville. And senior quarterback Alex Minahan continues to shine for that team. Just has been incredible through 3 games. I believe near 700 yards of rushing yards, I should say, and I think 7 touchdowns in the early going for Minahan. Bath Haverling, 30-0 winners over Wayland Cohocton on a snow-riddled field at Cohocton Sports Complex. Talked with Rams head coach Matt Ford after the game. Said it was just an old-school snow game, a slow start, but the Rams were able to find their way to the blowout win over the Eagles. The Leroy Knights improved to 3-0, and they have yet to allow a point this season. 55-0 winners over Wellsville. The Knights have outscored their opponents 94-0 this season.
Here we go as we start the second quarter here at Vendetta Stadium.
And we're back.
Greenwood's ball on their own 43-yard line.
Second quarter.
First down and 8.
Getting ready to begin a first down and 10 coming up. Santiago turns around, hands it off to Ferris.
Cole Ferris with a run, 2-yard gain.
About 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
Taken down by Peyton Yasis and number 25, Jaden Hughes for the Aggies.
Here we go, 2nd and 7. Santiago out of the shotgun, sends a man in motion. It's Cox. Santiago takes the snap, met in the backfield, slips a tackler, caught from behind,
Rocky
and brought
Santiago
down.
with the quarterback
A nice
keeper
tackle
from
from
the
behind
shotgun
made by
position.
Caden Kuzmano on the
Gains
pursuit.
4 yards for the Redskins, brings the ball up to
So
midfield,
about a third and
brings
three
up third
coming up.
down and 3.
So Kuzmano has shown great pursuit, a sack in the early going, and now that tackle. As Santiago was met in the backfield, but too strong, slipped it, and able to work his way forward for more. Redskins out of the I formation. Cox the fullback. Man in motion is Morling. Handoff goes to Ferris.
Cole
He's
Ferris
brought
on
down,
the run.
but across the first down marker. Fresh set of downs coming up for the Redskins.
First down, Redskins. Redskins moving the ball to the Aggies 45-yard line.
Excuse me. Oh, and it appears there was a flag on the play. I didn't see the flag come out because it was right
There
on
was a penalty on the play,
yard
ladies and
marker, the
gentlemen.
50-yard
Holding on the
marker, so it was a little bit
Redskins.
camouflaged,
So
but
we have
that's
to
going to
replay
be
that third
a
down.
big loss for the Redskins. That's going to set them back.
They're going back almost to the
And
original
third
line
down
of
is going to
scrimmage.
be
Ball
a
is
do-over
spotted
here. It's going to be
on their own
third
41-yard
and
line
12.
now. Third and 12.
Another big mistake made by the
Redskins.
Redskins. A holding call sets them back to a 3rd and 12. And we've already seen them go for it one time on 4th down, so we'll see if they decide to do the same if they are to get it to a 4th and manageable. Trailing 20-0, Redskins are going to have to get something going soon. So Oakfield-Alabama Elba offense has shown no sign of slowing down. Shotgun snap, low. Santiago picks it up. Rolling to his left, gets it away, and it falls incomplete. He was
Rocky
looking
Santiago
for Morling.
with the pass intended for number 22 senior Andrew Morling. Pass was incomplete.
And 4th and 12 coming
Brings
up
up
for
a
the
long
Redskins.
4th down for the Redskins. Looks like the punting unit is coming on the field.
And it does appear as if the Redskins will punt it away.
Timeout for the Aggies, going back deep to receive the punt.
So 4th and 12, punt coming up for the Redskins.
Looks like Andrew
Mott
Morling
back
for the
to
Redskins
receive
will be
it.
the punter.
A nice kick here. Sends Mott back, but it's going to take a too strong of a bounce all the way into the end zone. A great punt, but
out into the end zone
boy,
for
what a
a
bounce that
touchback.
took. All the way into the end zone for the touchback. So 1st and 10 from the 20 coming up for the Aggies. Once again, my name's Alex Brasky here on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. We're here at Vandetta Stadium for a Friday doubleheader. A little bit change in the Section 5 schedule this season. Games on all days of the week.
These are high
So
school rules, ladies and gentlemen.
here on
Once
a
again,
Friday
not
afternoon,
NFL.
bringing you this one, and then we follow it up with some Friday night lights. Batavia taking on Burgard of Section 6 right here on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. Armbruster went in motion, but Mott is going to take this himself. He's brought down in the backfield, and nice tackle made by McCaffrey.
Number 11, Hunter McCaffrey for the Redskins.
So a 2nd and 11 now coming up for the Aggies, or no, they do mark
Not
it
much
at the 20.
gain on that
so
play.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 again.
So approaching 9 minutes to go in the first half. Armbruster in motion. Turnaround, handoff to Mott.
Timeout on
And
the
he's stopped in the
carry.
backfield.
Good
That is
defensive
going to be a
stop by the
loss.
Redskins.
That's going to bring up a
Lost
3rd and
yards
about
on that
12
play.
for the Aggies. So this Redskins
Taking
defense
down by
showing
number
signs of
56,
life
Jacob
trying to hold the Aggies to a 3-and-out here.
Brings up third and
Beautiful
long,
day here at
11 for
Vandetta
the
Stadium.
Aggies.
Sunny, but a little bit windy.
On their own
As you
18-yard
see,
line.
fans
9 minutes
bundled
left
up in the
first
stands.
half.
Temperatures dropped from 70 degrees a few days ago. Now it feels like it's December all over again. It's only going to get colder tonight. So 8:30 to go here in the first. 3rd and 12 coming up for the Aggies. Hyde flips it to Mott, looking for room. Can't find any. Throws a stiff arm. Now puts his shoulder down across the 25. And that's going to bring up a 4th and manageable. 4th and 4. We'll see if the Aggies go for it.
Several yards gained on the play, but not enough for a first down.
And it appears as if they will. 4th and 4. Why not? Aggies leading 20-0, looking to put their foot on the throat of the Redskins.
26.75 yard line.
Wow, and the exact measurement there from PA announcer Pete Bueller. Also the Oakfield-Alabama Elba cross-country coach. One of the most lively PA announcers you'll ever hear in your life. Keeps you very tuned into the game. Great job by Coach Bueller here this afternoon. So 4th and 4 coming up for the Aggies. Hyde under center, trying the hard count. And did they get him to jump? I don't know. A flag is down. And no, that's going to be a delay of game called on the Aggies.
Delay of game, it appears, on the Aggies. Their first penalty on this afternoon.
So that's going to bring up a 4th and 9, and now it looks as if the Aggies will indeed punt. So the Aggies try the old Bills move, the old line everybody up and try to get them to jump, but it doesn't work.
Number
As the
55,
Redskins
CJ Gottler, ready
sniff
to
that
punt
one out,
for
and
the
the
Aggies.
Aggies will punt now on the 4th and 9, up 20-0. It's CJ Gottler back to take the snap for OAE. Mott goes in motion, and a timeout called by the Aggies. That's their first
Aggies. Coach Winter
of this
did not
first
like what he was
half.
seeing, but that's why he got
7:04
timeouts.
remaining
4th and long for the
until
Aggies coming
halftime.
up. 7 minutes left in the first half. Ball on the Aggie. Still, I'm telling you, 26.75 yard line. We got some high technology binoculars up here.
And we will talk over the music, because if not, we'll get caught for copyright. Louis and Attica showing you our sponsors here. All of our sponsors do a fantastic job bringing you high school sports live on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. Without them, it would not be possible, so be sure to show your patronage to these lovely businesses across the Glow region. And here comes the punt from OAE as I get the ad off the screen. Castellaway scoreboard up there now. Gottler gets the punt away. It's a good one. Nearing midfield, but it takes a Redskins bounce and comes to rest at about the 43-yard line.
Aggies. Ty Mott downs it. It's going to be Redskins football with more great field position. Already in their own territory. 1st and 10 Aggies. Sorry, 1st and 10 Redskins on the Aggies 38-yard line.
All right, so we let Coach Bueller let you know what's
apologize.
going on here. As the Redskins looking for their first points of the game, they can still salvage something out of this first half, but it's going to have to come right now. Santiago under center, sends the man in motion. It's Moorling. Santiago takes a snap, dropping back, looking to throw. He's under duress. On the chase is Kuzmano. Able to wrestle him down, but Santiago got it away.
Scrambles, chased out of bounds by number 32, Caden Kuzmano. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Redskins. Ball still
2nd
on.
and 10. The clock is continuing to run here. I'm not sure why. It was
On
an
the Aggies'
incomplete
43-yard
pass,
line.
but the clock continuing to run, and I don't think anybody has noticed. As now it's stopped with 6:21 to go in the first half. So a little bit of extra time there ran off the clock. About 15 extra seconds, I would say. Santiago takes the snap, turns around, hands it off, up the middle. Carrying tacklers with him is Ferris.
For the Redskins.
Nice burst there, and nice strength shown on the run.
Game tackle by number 24.
About 3 yards away from a first down. So third and about 3 or 4.
Brings up third and 3, we'll call it here.
Each team with 2 timeouts remaining in
Ball
this first
on the
half.
Aggie 41-yard line.
Morling, man in motion. Santiago turns around, hands it off to Ferris. Ferris fighting his way toward the first down marker, and I believe he got there.
A hot hand here for the Redskins, giving them a first down.
It's going to be a fresh set
first down
for the Redskins.
Marching down the field here.
Trying to find points for the first time this afternoon.
Aggie,
be sure to stay tuned after this game, 6:30 p.m. Batavia hosting Section 6, Burgard Blue Devils. Or Bulldogs, excuse me. Approaching 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Snap. Santiago looking to throw right over the middle in traffic. And it's broken up. Owen Chaffee, the intended target, but it's broken up by the OAE defense, and it's now going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Good defense by the Aggies. Brings up 2nd and 10. Under 5 minutes here in the first half. Great game here.
Santiago turns it around, hands it off to Ferris, but he's met in the backfield.
Number 7, Cole Ferris.
And there he is, Caden Kuzmano, another big play for the Aggies. He's making his case for player of the game here this afternoon.
Loss of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 11 for the Redskins.
3rd and 11 coming up for the Redskins. 4:20 remaining in this first half. Snap to Santiago, rolling out, looking for a man down the field. He has McCaffrey on the catch near the 25-yard line. And that's going to be
Andrew Morling working the sideline.
Near a first down, but it's going to be just short.
Just shy, though. Oh, the first down looks like 4th and 3. 4th and 3 Redskins.
4th and 3 coming up for Canisteo-Greenwood. Inside 4 minutes to go in the half.
28 and a half.
Now or never for CG. They need this conversion. And they need a touchdown. Santiago out of the shotgun. Or excuse me, under center. Takes a snap, hands it to Ferris, who was behind him. Thought that was Santiago, my apologies.
Cole Ferris with the run.
That's a first down for the Redskins. A huge first down. Boy, did they need that one.
We got a
timeout on the field, an injured Redskin.
On the field. We have 3:14 left in the first half. That's right, Ty. 3:14 left in the first half. Redskins with a huge first down. Ball is marked on the Aggies' 21-yard line, and we will take a short break.
Like the injured player down on the field is Owen Chaffee. Hoping for the best for that young man. Taffy able to make his way off the field with help of a couple of trainers, so that's a good sign here. As I said before, hoping for the best for that young man. Our live stream schedule continues tonight, 6:30 p.m. Batavia hosting Burgard of Section 6. Be sure to stay tuned for that. 3:14 remaining in this first half.
The game will resume here, first and 10
10.
Redskins. Ball on the Aggie 21. 3:14 left in the first half. Great opportunity here for the Redskins.
As you see, the Casella Waste scoreboard up there. Casella Waste, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs, also sponsors our player of the game. So a big thank you to Casella Waste and General Manager Jeff Pirro for sponsoring plenty of our high school broadcasts this season. So the clock is indeed rolling as I get it set up here. Handoff. No, fakes the handoff. Santiago rolling out now, trying to find his man, but tipped away.
Santiago
Hyde there for the deflection.
Deflected by number 8,
nice play from Hyde. Looked like he could have made the interception, but just wanted to be safe, knocked it down.
Brings
and now
second and 10 for the Redskins.
Second and 10 coming up for the Redskins. So a 2nd and 10 here, man in motion. The snap, Santiago. Handoff, met in the backfield, Ty Mott.
Jumps into the backfield to take
drills the Redskins ball carrier, and he's shaken up on the play. Looked like it was Ferris, and he remains down on the turf. So they're dropping like
timeout here.
Flies here for the Redskins, a bad sign. Hoping for the best for Ferris here. Looks like an upper body injury. We'll take a quick break.
Play will resume with 3rd and 12 for the Redskins. Ball on the Aggie 24-yard line. 2:29 left in the half.
All right, back to action here. Ferris was able to make his way off under his own power. That's a good sign for sure. Santiago takes a snap, going toward the end zone, into the corner.
Rocky Santiago
just out of the reach of Hunter McCaffrey, a diving Hunter McCaffrey.
Hunter McCaffrey just out of reach, incomplete pass. Brings up 4th and long, 4th and 12 for the Redskins, under 2 minutes.
Down in distance, 4th and 12 now. Coming up for the Redskins. An important play in this one. Redskins needing a conversion inside 2 minutes to go in the first, trailing 20-0. Snap, Santiago rolling to his left side. Mott in the pursuit. Off the fingertips of Moorling, falls incomplete. And the Aggies are going to take over on downs.
Aggie football. With under 2 minutes left in the first half, ladies and gentlemen, Aggies will take over the ball. Ball's going to be spotted on their own 23-yard line, it looks about. Here we go.
So 1:53 remaining in this first half. OAE begins what is likely to be its final drive of the half. Corno on the handoff, or excuse me, yes, Corno across the 50. My apologies.
Corno with a huge run up the sideline.
He's got a little distracted there looking at the roster. Corno with a huge burst for the Aggies across midfield, down at the Redskins' 44-yard line.
Inside the Redskins' 45-yard line, officially 44.
And a timeout has been called by Canisteo-Greenwood. 1 remaining for the Redskins, 1:43 to go.
Canisteo-Greenwood
in this first half.
Their second timeout of the half. So we still remain under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes left in the first half. Aggies threatening. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10, Aggie ball. Inside Redskin territory. Ball spotted on the Redskin 44.
So here we go. Aggies back out onto the field after the big gain from Corno and the timeout called by the Redskins. Ball placed at the 44-yard line. Aggies looking for another touchdown here. Hyde under center, hands it off. Armbruster coughs it up, and the Redskins recover. A huge turnover by the Aggies and a huge recovery by the Redskins. So 1st and 10 coming up for CG. 1:36 to go in the first half. And boy, do the Redskins need a couple big plays and a touchdown here.
Aggies have the ball. The ball will be spotted on their own 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Redskins.
So 1 timeout remaining for CG, 1:36 to go here. And I believe you'll see them go to the air. 1st and 10 for the Redskins now. Santiago takes a snap, looking to go deep. One-on-one coverage, and he's got his man! Inside the 10, inside the 5, brought down at the 3. Andrew Morling, a huge gain for the Redskins, and CG is knocking on the door. 1:24 to go in this first half. What a big play, a much-needed big play from Rocky Santiago to Andrew Morling down the sideline.
1:30 left in the first half.
And a whistle for a timeout called by the Aggies. They have 1 remaining. So a big sequence coming up here. 1:24 remaining in the first half. A 20-0 Aggies lead, but the Redskins knocking on the door, looking for their first score of the game. And just when you thought the Redskins were dead, they come back to life with a big play, and now a chance to get themselves right back into this one. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Redskins will get the ball at halftime as well.
Here we go. 124 left in the first half.
Here we go. 124. Redskins on the doorstep of the end zone.
2-yard line. Huge pass. The number 22, Andrew Morling, set this thing up.
So first and goal from the 2. Redskins coming to the line. Looking to pound it across the goal line here. Santiago out of the pistol, takes the snap, has his lead blocker, and he's in! Rocky Santiago, the first touchdown for the Redskins here this afternoon.
Rocky Santiago brings it in. Tally up 6.
Now a 20-6 Aggies lead, and the Redskins trying to battle their way back into this one. 1:21 remains in this first half.
On for the kick for the Redskins.
The Redskins will try the extra point. It's up, and it is
The
good.
after is good. So it's 1:21
Piotr
left in
Otten
the half.
with the extra point.
20-7
13-point lead for the Aggies now as the Redskins continue to fight.
Just a reminder, as halftime approaches,
Plenty of time remaining for the Aggies to do a little bit of damage here. We'll see if they put the
coffee
foot on the gas or if
parking lot
they
will be
decide to
serving
kneel out the
tons
remainder of
snacks
this first
and
half.
hot chocolate and coffee if you need to get through this game.
So an exciting first half now, all of a sudden, after the touchdown from the Redskins, after the big play from Santiago to Morling down the sideline.
Zach Howard and Jaden Hughes ready to receive for the Aggies.
So here we go, the final 1:21
Number 39
of this first half.
Senior for the Redskins, ready to kick off, fighting the wind.
And the Redskins are set to kick it away. Otten approaching and puts it in the air, and the Aggies will take it back. But they don't get a chance as it rolls out of bounds. Flag is thrown, and that will give the Aggies quality field position to set up their drive.
Which is a penalty that's going to bring good field position for the Aggies here. With 1:21 left in the half. Ball's going to be spotted, looks like, on the 35-yard line. The Aggies own 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. The Aggies will begin their drive. And
spotted on the 40, lady to jump. Correction. First and 10, Aggies on their own 40-yard line.
so here we go. Man in motion. Handoff to Mott. Met in the backfield and dropped.
Taken down in the backfield by
number 72, Jacob Mullen, and 73, Troy Stewart. In there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 15 for the Aggies.
2nd and 15 coming up for OAE.
35-yard line.
So now if you're Coach Winter, you'll likely just see them get rid of the rest of the time in this first half and go to the halftime break with a 13-point lead. Hyde hands it off to Mott, who is at the fullback position. He barrels his way
right
forward.
Up the middle. Getting back some of those
down
yards.
and about 12 coming up.
Fighting it back to the line of scrimmage. brings up 3rd and 12 for the Aggies. Under a half minute to go in the first half.
So 3rd and 12, 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. Hyde takes a snap, turns around, hands it to Mott. He's got room. Mott across midfield, putting his shoulder down across the 40. And time under 5 seconds to go in the half, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Aggies take a 20-7 lead.
2.1 seconds
Or no,
left on the
excuse me.
clock. And timeout, Aggies.
Timeout called by the Aggies, so their final
Similar rules to
timeout
college football, ladies and gentlemen.
of
We
the
have
half,
timeouts
so
after
2.1
every first down,
remaining
and then Aggies have
in this
taken their
half. I
last
jumped the
timeout
gun a
of the
little
half,
bit there,
I
so a
believe.
1st and 10 set up for OAE, and they'll go one more time toward the end zone. We'll see if they chuck it up here.
So the ball is spotted on the Redskins 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Aggies, 2.1 seconds left.
So here we go, 2 seconds coming up here. One final play for the Aggies. Man in motion is Armbruster. Hyde fakes the handoff, looking to go deep, but he's brought under tackle. A sack from Aiden Bird. And that's going to do it for the first half. 20-7. Oakfield-Alabama Elba in the lead. We'll be back after a 15-minute break.
Aggies, 7 Redskins. Great half of football, ladies and gentlemen. Hope to see you in a few. And just a reminder that Pub Hub is serving hot
All right, we're getting ready to resume this one from Vendetta Stadium in Batavia. Oakfield-Alabama Elba with a 20-7 lead over Canisteo-Greenwood. Before we get going here, we'd like to once again thank our sponsors for today's broadcast. Casella Waste, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster, or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste for the best rates and service around. Casella, always putting your waste to work. Call 585-308-0662 today for a quote. Also, Ficarella's Pizzeria. Get your fix at Fix. We have the only pizza pickup window in town, and we also deliver. Open today, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit Ficarella's at 21 Liberty Street in Batavia. Call 343-5545 to place your order, or order online at Ficarella's.PizzaBatavia.com. Louis in Attica. Stop on down to Louis after the games to enjoy our wide variety of chicken wings from our garlic parmesan. I got to fix that ad read. To beef on wick wings, we have it all. Open Monday and Tuesday, 5 to close. Wednesday through Saturday, noon to close. Right here in Attica, New York. Turning friends into family since 1983. Mugs and more. M&M Custom Screen Printing and Embroidery has been providing quality, full-service screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products for your company, team, or personal needs for over 20 years. For more information on the products they offer, please visit Mugs and More's online store at www.mugsandmore.com or call Rob at 585-591-8803. TF Brown's Restaurant in Batavia, 214 East Main Street in Batavia, is the same location that housed the Mancuso family's first venture into the food business in 1930 and has been the home of TF Brown's for over 25 years. Whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or a place to hold any type of party or get-together, TF Brown's is ready to meet your needs and budget. Also, Mancuso Real Estate, proudly serving Batavia and Genesee County since 1911. Mancuso Real Estate is a full-service commercial and residential real estate brokerage firm. Call 345-1000 to let Rick Mancuso and Mike Sisson help you succeed. Georgia and Swede Sales and Service. Whether you need excavators, wheel loaders, trailers, rollers, or skid steers, Georgia and Swede has the equipment you need, including Hyundai construction equipment. Georgia and Swede has been a dealer of Hyundai construction equipment since 1994, selling and servicing Hyundai machines longer than anyone in the state. And we're getting set for the third quarter here. Aggies lead 20-7, but the Redskins will take the opening kickoff of this second half, and they came storming back to score their first touchdown of the game to close the first half. So a little bit of momentum here for the Redskins as the Aggies
will get that football back on the
look to pour some water on that with a big stop on the first drive of this
number 42, Max
second half. Kicking
off for the Aggies shortly. Looks like number 11, Hunter McCaffrey's back there for the Redskins. And number 10, Trevor Mokel.
So here's the kick. It's a roller right up the middle. And Canisteo-Greenwood just takes a knee. And we're going to thank a few more of our sponsors here.
It'll be first
beginning with BlueDumpster.com. Are you in need of next day service with reasonable rates? Contact BlueDumpster.com. Their roll-off dumpster business is family-owned, and they stand behind their service. Visit Blue Dumpster on their Facebook page or website, www.bluedumpster.com, or call 585-768-7806. With next day service, convenient credit card billing, and upfront pricing, Blue Dumpster believes you'll be more than satisfied with what they offer. Visit www.bluedumpster.com today. So here we go, the first snap of the second half. Santiago on the run up to about the 45-yard line.
A gain of
so you didn't see Santiago run the ball much in the first half, but he can certainly do that. And maybe the Redskins coaching staff was holding that back until this second half. But on the first play from scrimmage here in the third quarter, you see Santiago with a nice burst there. And he gets it up to about a 2nd and 4 now for the Redskins. Santiago takes a snap, hands it to Ferris. Met in the backfield. There's Mott. Another big play. Time Mott. And that's going to set the Redskins back to about a 3rd and about 6 now. We'd also like to thank Bubba's Landscape in Leroy for sponsoring today's broadcast. Contact Bubba's for all your residential and commercial lawn treatment needs. You will spend less time on lawn care and more time doing things you love. Call now for an estimate. 585-768-6578. Also, Lathan Tree Service in Leroy. Since 1971, Lathan's mission has never changed: to provide top quality, value-based tree care for our customers. Find out why thousands of customers have entrusted Lathan Tree Service by calling 585-768-2278 or finding them on the web at www.lathantree.com. Santiago on the snap. Ball's out. Who's got it?
The keeper fumbles the ball. Not sure who's got it.
And the Redskins do. So that's going to bring up 4th down and a short gain on that play. So 4th and about 5 coming up for the Redskins. Disaster averted there, and mass substitutions coming on for the Redskins. I believe we're going to see them punt it away here. Surprising call is a 4th and 5 near midfield, and the Redskins decide to punt it away. So here's the punt from Morling, excuse me, all the way into the end zone. Another touchback after another booming punt from Morling. So 1st and 10 from the 20 coming up for the Aggies. We'd also like to thank Empire Tractor in Batavia, your local New Holland dealer selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, the world's fastest mower, and are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website at www.empiretractor.com or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds on Route 5 in Batavia. So here come the Aggies as the Casella Waste scoreboard back up on the screen. Aggies will begin their drive from their own 20-yard line. A little bit of misdirection in the backfield. Handoff goes to Corno, deking a defender near the 20-yard line, but Jared Davis is there for the stop for the Redskins. So it's 2nd and about 7 coming up for the Aggies.
Brings up a 2nd and 7 for the Aggies. Ball spotted on their own.
Once again, very grateful of the Batavia School District for setting us up here inside the press box at Vandetta Stadium. My name's Alex Brasky for the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. It was all Aggies until late in the first half when the Redskins were able to cross the goal line for the first time today. And now their defense looking to make a stand, looking for a 3-and-out here on the Aggies' first possession of the second half.
Number 33, Aiden Bird.
So a few adjustments have clearly been made by this CG coaching staff, and they've done a nice job keeping their kids involved despite a 20-point deficit to begin the game. Too often in today's high school football, you see kids go behind by 20 and just give up. So it's good to see that Canisteo-Greenwood has continued to fight in this game despite a lopsided margin on the scoreboard after the first couple of minutes. So the handoff to Armbruster in the backfield. A jet sweep up across the first down marker. That's going to bring up a fresh set of downs for the Aggies.
CJ Gottler out there for a lead block, just looking for somebody to hit. Chains are moving here in Vandetta Stadium. Ball spotted on the Aggie 33-yard line. Under 9 minutes left in the third quarter. It's 1st down, Aggies.
Coach Bueller feeling himself today. Love it. Love the energy. 8:10 remaining in this third quarter. Handoff to Mott up near the first down marker and across for another fresh set of downs for the Aggies.
First down. They're giving him the first down. Tackled by number 7. Cole Ferris was jumping on that one. First and 10 Aggies. Ball's going to be spotted on their own 43-yard line.
So here we go, 7:45 remaining in this third quarter. Handoff to Mott up near midfield. Shot down at about the 49. That's going to bring up about a 2nd and 5 now for OAE.
And number 7-2, Jacob Mullen for the Redskins.
Once again, we'd like to remind you, player of the game being awarded near the end of this one. Bodie Hyde and Caden Kuzmano, 2 surefire candidates. And we'll see if any others come about here in the later moments of the game. Every player of the game, which is presented by Casella Waste, will be provided a $25 gift card to TF Browns. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Inside 7 minutes to go. Armbruster around the edge, but he's brought down by a host of tacklers. Davis in there for the tackle.
Taken down by number 10, Trevor Mokel for the Redskins.
Mokel also in there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 3.
Looks like 3rd down and 3 for the Aggies. The Aggies have just
third down coming up for the Aggies, but certainly
on the
in 4-down territory.
49-yard line.
So we'll probably see a couple of plays here if they are unable to get it on this one. 3rd and 3. OAE just across midfield at the Redskins' 49-yard line. Hyde fakes the handoff, takes it himself, escapes a tackle across the 40, and a first down.
Aggies. That was Bodie Hyde, was a little shake and bake. Good enough for an Aggie first down. Ball is inside the Redskins 40, 39-yard line. 1st and 10 Aggies with 6 minutes left in the third.
So another fresh set of downs for OAE, and they are moving once again after a stalled drive near the end of the first half. So OAE back on the move. 5:40 in this third quarter. The toss to Mott around the edge. He finds the edge. Initially stopped by Jonathan Cox. Now Mott reverses field. Mott with blockers in front. Hyde is with him. Mott inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10. Tiptoeing along the sideline, and he's down at about the 5-yard line. What a run from Ty Mott. Reversed field and took it all the way to about the 5-yard line. Aggies on the doorstep once again.
We got an official timeout on the field.
And a timeout on the field as the Aggies head to the sideline. A trainer is out there as it looks like Morling is a bit shaken up. So that's going to allow us to tell you about our sponsors once again. Obviously, Casella Waste. You've heard plenty about them this afternoon. Also, Ficarella's Pizzeria, 21 Liberty Street in Batavia. Louis in Attica. Fabulous wings out there. M&M, screen printing and embroidery. Call Rob today or visit their online store at mugsandmore.com. TF Browns, 214 East Main Street in Batavia, serving the Batavia's favorite, beef on wick. I believe 5 wings and French fries or mac salad, a delicious combo there at TF Browns. Mancuso Real Estate. Let Rick Mancuso and Mike Sisson help you succeed. Georgian Swede Sales and Service, 7155 Big Tree Road in Pavilion, selling Hyundai construction equipment. BlueDumpster.com. Roll-off dumpster service that's family owned. Bubba's Landscape in Leroy. Spend less time on lawn care and more time doing the things you love. Armbruster in motion. Handoff to Mott. Puts his foot in the ground across the goal line. Mott, his second touchdown of the game. 26-7 Aggies.
The senior brings it in for 6 for the Aggies.
5:13 to go here in the third.
Number 42, junior Max DeMar, lines up the point after.
Also, Lathan Tree Service. I was unable to get it back up on the screen, but Lathan Tree Service since 1971 Lathan's mission has never changed: to provide top-quality, value-based tree care for our customers. Find out why thousands of customers have entrusted Lathan Tree Service by calling 585-768-2278 or finding them on the web at lathantree.com. DeMar's extra point is good, and it's now a 27 to 7 Aggies lead. Also, Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer, selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, the world's fastest mower, and are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website at www.empiretractor.com or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds on Route 5 in Batavia. So Mott now throws his hat into the ring for Player of the Game honors. It's really between he, Hyde, and Kuzmano here this afternoon. 5:13 to go in the third. Aggies up by 20. Certainly a worrisome end to the first half for the Aggies, but clearly with their feet back under them to begin this second half. And
Trevor Moko and Hunter
Coach Ty
McCaffrey
Winter has to be pleased with how his team has come out of
the kickoff by
locker
number
room.
42 junior Max DeMar.
5:13 to go in the third. Aggies getting set to kick it away. And the roller fielded by Austin
Number
Vance.
75, Austin Vance for the Redskins.
So that's where
on the kick.
Redskins drive will start. The 47-yard line, already near midfield, as the Redskins look to answer the touchdown from Mott.
47-yard line, it looks like. First and 10, Redskins.
.5:12 now as 1 second went off the clock on that short kickoff. Santiago on the toss, and the ball is on the ground. Ferris falls back on it, but a big loss to begin this drive for the Redskins. It's now going to be about a second and 17.
Loss on the play brings up second down and long. Second down and 17 for the Redskins. Ball on their own 40.
4:48 to go here in the third. Redskins looking for a drive, but not a good start on the fumbled pitch to Ferris. Man in motion is Morling. Santiago back to pass. Evading Gottler, but no! Gottler wraps him up and wrestles him down. C.J. Gottler on the sack.
Gottler, huge loss on the play.
It's now going to be a third and a mile coming up for Canisteo-Greenwood.
Third and 28. Had to do the mental math.
We're inside 4 minutes to go in the third. Not what the Redskins wanted to begin this second half, that's for certain. Santiago under center, fakes the snap, back to pass, flips it out on the screen, but the Aggies are all over it.
Santiago's pass to
Corno and Kuzmano there for the stop. And that's going to bring up fourth.
No gain on the play.
A little bit less of
brings
a mile,
up
but still a
fourth down
mile.
for the Redskins. Number 22, Andrew Morling looks like ready to punt. To number 15, Ty Mott.
So the clock came to a stop, so 3:23, and now it will roll. As the snap and the punt, another roller. And Canisteo-Greenwood tried to down it, but Mott picks it up. He's across midfield.
Timeout.
And brought down an exciting play there made by Mott.
Brings the ball past midfield. It'll be 1st and 10.
The Aggies are across midfield.
Inside Redskin territory. Looks about the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 Aggies. 3:12 left in the third quarter.
So here we go. 1st and 10 coming up for the Aggies from the Redskins 47-yard line. Aggies already ahead by 20. Hyde hands it off to Corno. Trying to find room on the edge. A stiff arm, but he's ridden out of bounds by
Corno
Morling.
Bringing it to the sideline on his side. Taken out by number 22, Andrew Morling. Good Heisman Trophy stiff arm right there. Gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and 8. Ball spotted on the Redskins 45-yard line.
So Aggies across midfield now. I'm sorry, they began this set of downs across midfield. My apologies. I'm a bit distracted here. Hyde turns around, hands it off to Mott, up the middle, falls
right
forward.
Up the middle, tripped up by number 24, Jared Davis.
Davis.
Brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
3rd down and 5 for the Aggies.
And 5.
Ball on the Redskins 42.
So I got to reset the clock here, a little bit behind. So 2:06 remaining now in the third. It's going to be a 3rd and 5. Handoff to Mott, looking for room, surveying his options, and a flag comes in.
Mott brings it for several yards near the 1st down marker. Tackled by number 72, Jacob Mullen.
1st down, but a holding call
there is a
on the
flag
Aggies,
on the
and
play.
that's going to come back.
We'll wait for it. Official they're discussing.
And it is indeed a holding call.
Holding on the Aggies. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. It's going to make this,
so 3rd
down
coming up.
A tad longer.
.201 to go in the third. Hyde under center, takes the snap, turns around, fakes a handoff, looking to throw. Evading pressure, decides to run across the original line of scrimmage. And a flag comes in.
Hyde
2 flags come in.
Just keeps it himself. Wrestled out of bounds by number 22, Andrew
We'll see where the
Morling,
ball's
but another
spotted and
flag
what
on
the penalties
play.
are. These 2 flags came out near the sideline. One from ahead of the play,
Officials on the
one
far
at
side
the play.
waiting for their call.
Still waiting for a call here. Long discussion. We haven't had many long discussions. I'll give these officials credit. They've done a nice job here this afternoon. Block in the back on the Aggies. And offsetting penalties. So we'll replay the down, I believe. 3rd and 15 coming up for 08.
It appears that we have 2 penalties on this play, one for both teams.
So it's actually about a 3rd and 16. And we're going to replay the... No, we're not going to replay the down. Quite sure what's going on, but I believe the official just signaled 1st down. So maybe the one penalty came following the play. I'm not sure. So the chains are moving. First down for the Aggies.
It's going to be a first down and 10 for the Aggies.
So we had offsetting penalties last night
on the Redskins 36-yard line.
They have on Notre Dame game, and they replayed the down tonight. Offsetting penalties.
1:30 left in the
third
third quarter.
Down. So first and 10. We're inside 1:40 to go now here in the third. First and 10 for the Aggies. Hyde takes the snap, turns around, hands it to Mott. Good burst up the middle. Jukes the defender inside the 20, inside the 10, inside the 5. Diving for the pylon.
Touchdown!
He's in. Ty Mott, another touchdown for the Aggies.
Ty Mott with another scamper in the end zone. Third touchdown for Ty Mott tonight. Number 42, Max DeMar.
1:13 to go here in the third. Mott, his third touchdown of the afternoon, and starting to put himself alone at the top in terms of the race for player of the game, excuse me. With 1:13 to play here in the third. 33-7. Aggies in the lead. DeMar's kick is blocked.
Max DeMar's attempt is no good.
McCaffrey
blocked by the Redskins.
in there to block the kick, and
but with
stays at a
1:13 left
lead.
in the third quarter,
1:13 to go in the third. Kickoff coming up.
Canisteo-Greenwood to receive the ball shortly.
And once again, we'd like to tell you about the Casella Waste player of the game, and also show you some scores from last night. So here you see the player of the game, and now some scores from last night's action. And I went over it too quickly, of course. We'd also like to tell you about Inside High School Sports on the Batavia Daily News Facebook page every Thursday at 7 p.m. This week we featured the Oakfield-Alabama Elba football team, so be sure to check that out. Also find post-game coverage online at thedailyNewsOnline.com or the LCN.com. And be sure to tune in later on tonight, 6:30 p.m., Batavia hosting the Burgard Bulldogs of Section 6 right here on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel.
The kickoff by number 42, junior Maxwell DeMar.
Kickoff to about the 30.
Jonathan
brought
Cox,
ahead to about
number
the
32 for the Redskins.
40 by
the ball
Jonathan
up to the
Cox.
40. Good starting field position for the Redskins. First and 10, Redskins on their own 40-yard line. With little over a minute left in the third quarter.
Cox on the handoff, and Cox springs free before Hyde brings them down just across the first down marker. A fresh set of downs coming up for the Redskins as they're on the move here late in the third. Cox, a great burst there through a huge hole created up front by this Canisteo-Greenwood offensive line. You have Jacob Mullen up there, Troy Stewart up front for the Redskins. On the right side, also on the left, or at the center, you have Thomas Booth. And then you also have Jacob Nevingham, I believe. Evingham. I have it Evingham. I think it's Nevingham. Santiago drops back, going deep down the sideline. Armbruster in coverage. It's tipped up. A lot of contact. And a flag comes in. It's going to be pass interference on somebody.
Andrew Morling defended by Gage Armbruster, but another flag on the play. We'll see which way it's going. Pass interference on the Aggies.
And it's called on...
That should be a healthy gain here for the Redskins. We'll see where we spot the ball.
What's it called on here? It is called on OAE, so the Redskins will move forward here to about the 45, 46-yard line.
Automatic first down for the
17 seconds to go here in the third.
15-yard penalty there. Just like college rules, it's just 15 yards, not all the way where the play incurred. So it's 1st and 10 Redskins. Ball on the Aggie 34-yard line.
Here we go. 17 seconds remaining. Redskins at the Aggie 35. Hand off. Cox up the middle. He's stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Gets about 2 yards there.
For the Redskins. With
that's going to do it for this third quarter. We head to the fourth.
Brings up second down.
Aggies ahead by 26. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Casella Waste, your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste for the best rates and service around. Casella, always putting your waste to work. Call 585-308-0662. Today, for a quote, Ficarella's Pizza, get your fix and fix. We have the only pizza pickup window in town, and we also deliver. Open today, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit Ficarella's at 21 Liberty Street in Batavia. Call 343-5545 to place your order or order online at ficarellaspizzabatavia.com. Also, Louie's in Attica. Stop on down to Louie's after the game and enjoy our wide variety of chicken wings. From our garlic parmesan to beef on wick wings, we have it all. Open Monday and Tuesday, 5 to close. Wednesday through Saturday, noon to close. Right here in Attica, New York. Turning friends into family since 1983. Also, Mugs & More, custom screen printing and embroidery, has been providing quality, full-service screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products for your company, team, or personal needs for over 20 years. For more information on the products they offer, please visit Mugs & More's online store at www.mugsandmore.com or call Rob at 585-591-8803. T.F. Brown's Restaurant, 214 East Main Street in Batavia, the same location that housed the Mancuso family's first venture into the food business in 1930 and has been the home of T.F. Brown's for over 25 years. Whether you're looking for a great place for lunch or dinner, a place to relax and enjoy a beverage, or a place to hold any type of party or get-together, T.F. Brown's is ready to meet your needs and budget. Also, Mancuso Real Estate, proudly serving Batavia and Genesee County since 1911. Mancuso Real Estate is a full-service commercial and residential real estate brokerage firm. Call 345-1000 to let Rick Mancuso and Mike Sisson help you succeed. Also, George & Swede Sales and Service is a full-service equipment dealership located in Pavilion, New York. Established in 1983, George & Swede has been providing exceptional sales,
fourth quarter about to begin, ladies and gentlemen. Redskin ball
Call or visit
at the
George &
Aggie
Swede
33-yard line.
7155 Big Tree Road in Pavilion, 585-584-3425, or log on to www.georgeandswede.com. So here we go, the start of the fourth quarter. Redskins begin with possession. Their first snap comes on a 2nd and 8. Ball is up for grabs. And Zach Howard on the
thrown to number 11,
coverage there, brought down by McCaffrey. A lot of contact, no flag, and it's going to now be 3rd and 8 for the Aggies.
But is incomplete.
We'd also like to thank BlueDumpster.com. Are you in need of next-day service with reasonable rates? Contact BlueDumpster.com. Their roll-off dumpster business is a family-owned service, and they stand behind their service. Visit Blue Dumpster and on their Facebook page or website, www.bluedumpster.com, or call 585-768-7806. With next-day service, convenient credit card billing, and upfront pricing,
ball start on the
Blue Dumpster believes you'll be more than satisfied with what they offer. Visit www.bluedumpster.com today. Also,
Brings up a
Bubba's
third and
Landscape
13
in
now
Leroy.
for the
Contact
Redskins.
Bubba's for
Ball
all your
got
residential and
moved
commercial lawn
to
treatment
the
needs.
Aggie
You'll
38
spend less time
yard
on lawn
line.
care and more time doing things you love. Call
Couple
now
ticks
for an estimate.
inside the fourth quarter here at Vendetta Stadium.
585-78. Lathan Tree Service in Leroy since 1971. Lathan's mission has never changed, and that's to provide top quality, value-based tree care for our customers. Find out why thousands of customers have entrusted Lathan Tree Service by calling 585-768-2278. So 3rd and 13 now for the Redskins as Santiago drops back to pass. A little too tall for McCaffrey.
Pass, a little too high for number 11, Hunter McCaffrey.
And it falls
defended again by
It's gonna
number
bring up
2,
4th
Zach
and
Howard
13
over
now.
there. And
Also,
Bodie
Empire
High
Tractor in
playing
Batavia,
safety.
your local New Holland dealer,
There's
selling you a
there for
full
help.
range of tractors and farm equipment.
Brings up
Empire
first down
Tractor
for
is
the
also
Redskins.
proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, the world's fastest mower, and are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website at www.empiretractor.com or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds on Route 5 in Batavia. So 11:42 to go in this ball game. Redskins just across midfield as Santiago takes the snap, looking to throw, goes down the middle of the field. A lot of Oakfield-Alabama Elba coverage men there, but McCaffrey out jumps all of them. A big gain for the Redskins, and it's a 1st and 10 at about the 10-yard line.
DJ Gottler all over him. But number 11,
What a
Hunter
catch
McCaffrey
for
brings it
McCaffrey
down
on the throw from
Patriot
Santiago.
style. First down, Redskins in the red zone.
We'd also like to remind you about the player of the game, brought to you by Casella Waste. $25 gift card from TF Browns provided to each player of the game this season. Looks like Ty Mott in the lead for that honor here this afternoon. 3 touchdowns offensively and a number of tackles for loss on the defensive side. Cox off guard
Jonathan Cox
and
with a
inside
healthy
the
run.
10-yard line.
Several yards gain there, brings it inside the 10-yard line.
And a 2nd and goal now. from
Second
about
and
the
goal
8.
for the Redskins. Ball on the 8, I apologize. Ball on the 8-yard line now.
Man in motion is Morling. Santiago takes a snap, hands it to Cox. Mott was there in the backfield, but Cox slipped free.
Jonathan Cox once again
And now
gets
it's
the stand
Yassis
called.
on the tackle.
Looks like not many yards gained on that play. Taken down by number 32,
3rd and goal now
Kaden
from the 8.
Kuzmano, the junior. Ball remains on the 8. 3rd down and goal, Redskins.
So 3rd and goal from the 8. 9:40 to go in this ball game. A big lead for the Aggies, and the Redskins looking to punch in their 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Big 3rd down coming up here for CG. That timeout has been called. I'm unsure by whom.
Got a flag on the play.
Not sure what's going on here. Got a flag out. I thought we had a timeout called, but Lord knows what's happening here. And a charge
There we go.
timeout
Timeout,
to
Canisteo-Greenwood.
My apologies.
They
I never
just beat
reset
the delay of
timeouts here in
game.
the second half. That's their first.
This is the first timeout taken by the
delay
Redskins
of
this
game
quarter.
call.
Getting ready
So
for a
3rd and goal from the
pivotal
8
3rd
coming up.
down and
9:26
goal for
to
the
go in the ball
Redskins here.
game.
Under
We
10
take a
minutes
quick
left
break
in regulation.
As the Casella Waste scoreboard is up on the screen. Avon 37-6 winners over Notre Dame last night. Livonia 32-6 over Dansville. Beth Haverling 30-0 over Wayland Cohocton. Leroy 55-0 over Wellsville. Attica 20-14 overtime win over two-time defending champion Letchworth Warsaw, and Medina, their opener in Section 6, 50-0 winners. Once again, we'd like to remind you, Inside High School Sports, don't miss a thing as we take you through the top stories in the local area. This week we featured the Oakfield-Alabama Elba football team, as you've seen on display here this afternoon. Be sure to check that out on the replay on the Batavia Daily News Facebook page. Also, find postgame coverage online, thedailynewsonline.com, as well as thelcn.com. Stay tuned for our nightcap, 6:30 p.m., Batavia, hosting the Burgard Burgard Bulldogs. So 9:26, Canisteo comes to the line for a 3rd and goal from about the 8. And in motion is Morling. Santiago under center, takes the snap, turns around, fakes it to Cox. Santiago looking to throw, has a man, but it's out of his reach.
Action pass.
Pass was intended for Jared Davis. A flag behind the play. Looks like it's going to be a late hit on the quarterback, so a big break coming up here for the Redskins, most likely.
Maybe a roughing the passer.
We'll see what the official call is. It looked like roughing the passer.
C.J. Gutler was on the rushing attempt there.
No, we have a personal foul called on the Redskins. Wonder if we're going to have a signal here. Okay, so I guess it was roughing the passer. Not a great signal, which has been a problem all season with these Section 5 officials.
Penalty on the Aggies.
Not great signaling to the crowd, nor
first
us
down, 1st and goal,
booth,
Redskins.
Nonetheless,
inside the Aggies 5-yard line.
A personal foul call. One of the weakest I've ever seen, but personal foul on the Aggies, and now the Redskins with a 1st down and goal from about the 5-yard line. And now a delay. Maybe he's confused about the lack of signaling. Santiago hands it off.
Jonathan Cox on the run for the
near
Redskins.
The goal line, but I think he came down at about the 1-yard line. So second and goal from the 1 coming up for
led
the
by
Redskins
number
here. 9 minutes to
54,
go in the 4th.
Dontrell Jenkins.
Santiago from the 1 hands it off to Cox. Stopped short once again, but trying to push his way forward.
Jonathan Cox
and he didn't get there. So a 3rd and goal from the 1 coming up. The Aggies making a big stand here on defense.
Brings up a 3rd and goal. Battle of the trenches right here late in the 4th quarter. You gotta love it.
Santiago takes a snap, flips it to Cox, looking for room, then the backfield by Yassis, and he's brought down. OAE.
Tackle for a loss.
Another stand at the goal line, and now it's 4th and goal.
Yassis, several yard loss on the play. Well, with forward progression, we're going to keep it at the 1-yard line, it looks, ladies and gentlemen.
Canisteo approaching the end zone. Santiago takes the snap, and the backfield. C.J. Gotler with a tackle for loss.
Turnover on down.
And the Redskins are stopped short of the end zone. It remains 33-7. What a stop by the OAE defense. Boy, have they been good here this afternoon. 7:25 remaining. OAE on its way to their 3rd straight win to open the season. And what you're looking at, folks, is the favorite, along with Avon, in the Class D postseason hunt.
The Aggies will take over 1st and 10 deep inside their zone on the 5-yard line.
So that's really the dagger in the heart of the Redskins as Mott takes the handoff. Not much there.
Timeout.
But it really doesn't matter as there's 7:20 remaining in a
4
possession game here. So I believe that's just about going to do it. And our player of the game
left in the 4th quarter.
Going to come up here just in about a few minutes. So 2nd and 8 as the Aggies just fall
out with
forward,
another
keep
carry.
the clock moving here.
Taken down by a host of Redskins, Aiden Bird and Jonathan Cox included. Brings up a 3rd and long for the Aggies deep inside their own territory.
So it looked like at the end of that first half that Canisteo had figured something out and was going to come out in the second half and make a game of this one, but Oakfield-Alabama, Elba had different plans. And it's a rout here at Vendetta Stadium. And you see there the Casella Waste player of the game. Will award that after this snap here. A couple of candidates, Bodie Hyde, also Caden Kuzmano, a nice game defensively. But as you see right there, Ty Mott on the handoff. He's pushed back, but he's not going to be pushed away from player of the game honors. 3 touchdowns for Mott today, a number of tackles for loss on defense. Ty Mott, your Casella Waste
number 72, Jacob Mullen on the tackle as well for the Redskins.
Casella Waste, your number 1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs.
For the Aggies, CJ Gottler ready to
commercial
punt. Number 11,
or residential pickup,
Hunter McCaffrey
a dumpster
ready
or
to
roll-off
receive.
service. Call Casella Waste for the best rates and service around. Casella always putting your waste to work. So another snap here and a punt from Gottler. Is going to go near midfield and take a OAE bounce, and it's fielded by McCaffrey at about the 47-yard line, and he's taken down with about 5:05 remaining in this ball game.
The ball for 2 yards and then
Canisteo-Greenwood will begin its
tackled
drive.
by Ty Mott and Jaden Allport.
So a quick update on tonight's game. It will be played as a no contest due to a forfeit on part of Geneva. They were unable to come up with the allotted number of players, or the minimum number of players, I should say, for tonight's game, which is 16. I believe they started the season with 17, did the Panthers, and injuries caused them to fall below that mark. So Batavia with a forfeit win here in Week 3, but they'll still play the game tonight as a no contest against the Burgard Bulldogs, who will be opening their Section 6 football season with a non-league matchup, of course. A nice tackle there made in the backfield. Dontrell Jenkins in there on the stop.
Peyton Yass is
inside
on the
5
stop.
minutes to go.
Run was by number 32
Talked
for
with
Redskins,
Coach Brennan
Jonathan
Briggs of
Cox.
Batavia about the upcoming matchup between the Blue Devils and the Bulldogs. He says he expects a very,
No
very
gain on the play.
athletic,
2nd
quick,
and 10 for the Redskins.
and well-equipped
Ball
bunch
remains
coming in here to
on
Vendetta
the
Stadium.
OAE
40 players
47-yard
on the
line.
Burgard Bulldogs roster, so they'll be ready to go all night with a 2-0 Batavia team that's looked mighty impressive through their 2 wins to begin the season. So be sure to tune in for that. A short break in between these games, but we'll be right back at about 6:20 p.m. to get the coverage started for tonight's nightcap. Santiago going deep, has McCaffrey, but the coverage there
Rocky Santiago
applied
going
by
deep to
Howard.
McCaffrey, defended by Zach Howard and Bodie Hyde. Going to his favorite target.
Therese
3rd
Smith
down
has
and
been a
10
beast
Redskins.
for
4:14
Batavia
left in the game.
to begin the season, as has Jesse Reinhardt from the quarterback position. Smith, a senior running back, much near the level of Mott in terms of skill level and strength. So another fantastic talent will be on display tonight. Also excited about baseball being back, Major League Baseball. The Yankees, although they opened with a loss, Excited to have Yankees baseball back as
Caden
Guzmano's in there for the sack.
monster
Santiago
sack.
is dropped. That's going to bring up
On
fourth
quarterback
and
Rocky
about 18.
Santiago.
Guzmano
Gonna force the
definitely up
Redskins
there
to
for
punt
player of the
here.
game honors. He had a
Along fourth
fantastic
down.
game defensively,
Came in hot from that one
but
side.
just edged out by Mott in terms of our
Timeout
POG.
looking back to receive
Fourth
the
and
punt with
18.
Jaden Hughes.
Redskins will kick it away,
More
and
like
the
Jaden
Aggies
Hughes
will
now
likely
going
kneel
back
out
deep,
or
number
run out
22,
the remainder of
Andrew
this one.
Merling for the Redskins, ready to punt.
And after this punt, we're going to tell you about our sponsors for the last time tonight. I appreciate you staying focused with us. I know it's a lot to handle. We have a lot of sponsors that want to get in on these broadcasts on the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel, and it's our duty to tell you about them because their patronage to us deserves our patronage to them and your patronage to be.
The Aggies just
Quite
let it
frank.
roll down there. Redskins down it. They'll
So
Jason
the
Crop,
Casella Waste
the senior. So it's going to be first
Scoreboard,
and 10
Casella, save
Aggies
your money,
football
time, and
with
save your
3:22
business
left in
time and money
regulation.
on trash and
They
recycling
will
services.
start, they will
Also,
start this
Figueroa's
drive
Pizza, Louie's and
inside
Attica,
their 20-yard
M&M,
line
custom
on their
screen
very
printing
own
and
50.
embroidery, TF Brown's Restaurant in
First and
Batavia,
10
Mancuso Real Estate,
Aggies.
Georgian Suite Sales and Service in Pavilion, BlueDumpster.com, Bubba's Landscape, Lathan Tree Service, and Empire Tractor. So once again, thank you to our sponsors for helping us out with bringing you today's broadcasts. And a timeout on the field, it's going to be called by Canisteo-Greenwood, their
Timeout,
second of this
Canisteo
second half.
Greenwood.
We're going to take a quick
This
break
is their
with
second of the
3:22
half.
remaining as
One
the Aggies
remaining.
lead 33-7.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen. First and 10 for the Aggies on their own.
And you heard the man. We're
15-yard
back
line.
for the final 3:21 of this fourth quarter. The Aggies looking to salt away what's going to be a blowout win over the Redskins. Snap, handoff, Armbruster. Tripped up.
Gage
Clock will
Armbruster
continue
taking
to
it to
roll.
the side. Taking,
And it's really been a
taken
complete
down by
performance here from the Aggies tonight. Starting up
Jonathan
front,
Cox
Peyton Yassis, a
and
great
Andrew Moreland
performance
by the Redskins.
up front, affecting the game on both sides of the ball.
2-yard
Caden
gain
Guzmano,
for the Aggies.
also
brings
an
up
up front defender,
second down and
had
8
a
to 9 yards.
fantastic game. And then in the secondary, Zach Howard, good coverage. And then Mott, obviously, at the second level, at the linebacker position, had a big game. Gottler with a couple of big plays on defense as well. And Hyde from the quarterback position you saw have a big game. And you also saw him with that big fumble return from his defensive back position. So it's really just been an all-around performance for the Aggies. And here goes Mott. He's at midfield. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown.
Touchdown!
Time Mott!
Aggies! Time Mott!
My goodness
with another
gracious.
touchdown run. This one was a marathon.
I'm running out of
Brings
breath
the
here,
score
folks.
to
2:16 to go in the fourth.
39-7.
Time Mott is
39-7
fourth
Aggies
touchdown
with
of the game
2:16
and his
left
14th
in the game.
touchdown of the season.
Max DeMar ready for the point after.
And you heard that right, folks. That's his 14th touchdown through 3 weeks. And we still got 2 minutes to go. Man alive. Damar up and through. Another PAT from Max Damar. 30 and 40 to 7. OAE in the lead. 2:16 to play. Timeout. Your player of the game here this afternoon.
Over the Redskins right now. Redskins about to recover the ball.
And this about says it all, folks. C.J. Gottler spent after a wire to victory for the Aggies. Ty Winter, his first year as head coach of this Aggies program and assistant previously.
And Hunter McCaffrey back deep for the
program hasn't
Redskins,
missed a
ready to
beat.
receive this kickoff.
Mike Cinerino, former head coach of this OAE bunch, has his fingerprints all over this program still. The successful tradition that he built here, continuing to grow week by week.
For the Aggies, ready to kick it off.
And it just shows what 8-man football can do for a program. This OAE program, to be perfectly honest with you, it was dead. They hadn't been successful in many years. They really failed to compete in many of their games year in and year out. They go to 8-man football. They get their numbers back up, and look at them now, a titan in Class D.
Jaden Hughes is going to be a Redskins ball here, 1st and 10. Inside their 35-yard line, spotted on the 32. 2 minutes and 12 seconds
Some of
left.
these Class D programs, you know, they're
Section 5 Class
reticent to go to the merger. They're reticent to go to the 8-man football. But if you really think about it, look at this Oakfield-Alabama Elba team. They've succeeded with the merger. They succeeded with 8-man football. And now a program revitalization for the ages. OAE, one of the favorites in Class
like
D.
An OAE
Another
timeout here on the field.
Something you hate to see with 2:12 to go in a 33-point game. Never like the 2-minute timeout by the winning team. Let's just get out of here. I'm sure the officials share my sentiment. Some of the parents as well. So 2:12 left as we get ready to have a brief intermission before we bring you the nightcap, Section 6 Burgard in town to visit the Batavia Blue Devils. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Redskins. Little time remaining. We'll likely see them go to the air trying to squeeze one more touchdown out of this, but you never know. They could also just be looking to get out of here without any further injury. As we saw a young man go down early in the game and another go down near halftime. And they do indeed run it up the middle, and the clock will wind. We'll go under 2 minutes to play here. A couple of more plays before we reach the conclusion.
Gain of about 6 yards.
Before we head off the air, we'd like to thank one last time the Batavia administration as well as the Oakfield-Alabama and Elba administration for setting us up here inside the press box. Athletic directors Mike Bromley of Batavia, Jeff Schlagenoff of Oakfield-Alabama, and Mark Beeler of Elba have done a great job putting on a good show here this afternoon, and very thankful that we're inside the warm, heated press box. So up near the 40-yard line.
The carry, bringing it up to the 40-yard line.
To about 1:25 to play.
Tackle by number 81, Eden Warner. Brings up 3rd down for the Redskins.
Excuse me, I'm
3rd down and 2 to be
here.
exact.
3rd and 2.
1 minute remaining.
Coming up, 1 minute remaining in this game. 2 more snaps coming up for the Redskins before we sign off here from Vendetta Stadium. Snap, handoff. Cox falling forward. That's going to be a first down.
Cox gets that first down for the Redskins. Ball is up to their own.
And the final snap likely of the game coming up here
44-yard line
for Canisteo-Greenwood as we approach 30 seconds to go in this game. A big win for OAE as they march their way to 3-0 during the Spring 2 football season.
Another good run by the Redskins. That was Jonathan Cox brings the ball past
Another good run, and that's going to do it here from Vendetta Stadium. A final score, Oakfield-Alabama Elba 40, and Canisteo-Greenwood 7. The Aggies now 3-0. The Redskins dropped to 2-1. My name's Alex Brasky for the Batavia Daily News YouTube channel. We'd like to thank our sponsors as well as you for joining us this afternoon, and we'll see you in just about an hour.
Section 5 Class D football. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Best of luck to both teams moving